can be formed. Now, according to collision theory, how we can write the rate for the reaction? The rate for the reaction can be written like rate equal to the frequency Z, number of frequencies Z, frequency with a proper collision P, and effective collision F multiplied by concentration of A and concentration of AC, the another reactant. We can also write a rate equal to K into active mass of B multiplied by active mass of AC. Then equating these two, we can have K equal to ZPF according to collision theory. Now, according to collision theory, this factor F is found to be equal to e raised to minus EA divided by RT, and therefore we write according to this theory K will be equal to P into Z into e raised to minus EA upon RT. This is according to the collision theory, the rate which depends upon. This rate we are going to compare with the rate that is obtained by the Arrhenius equation. According to Arrhenius equation, I will write it first and then we will explain the factors with respect to temperature and the Arrhenius equation. According to Arrhenius equation, the rate K is equal to capital A e raised to minus EA divided by RT, where A is the frequency factor, that is multiplication of P into Z. So this is the collision theory of the reaction, and that collision theory along with the Arrhenius equation of the reaction. Let us go for the dependence of this rate of reaction on temperature. That much we will complete the factors. Number one, what happens? Let us say, I will orally explain it. Or let us go for the effect of temperature. What happens? Now, the effect of temperature, the effect of temperature. Number one, with increase in temperature, the rate of reaction is found to be increasing irrespective whether it is endothermic or exothermic reaction, and it is called as a temperature coefficient. And this temperature coefficient, that is the rate of the reaction, which increases. So it is a rate constant, say some K, a rate constant, that is, and a rate constant with increase in temperature, say by 10 degrees, so T plus 10 degrees centigrade divided by the rate constant with a temperature capital T in degrees centigrade. Also we can take it in. So this ratio is called as a temperature coefficient, and it has been found by increasing the temperature by 10 degrees centigrade, the rate of the reaction is found to be coming twice, irrespective whether it is an exothermic reaction or an endothermic reaction. Now the question is, why it happens with increase in temperature? Why it happens? Because next, the temperature is directly proportional to average kinetic energy. Now let us study what is average kinetic energy and what is its relation with the chemical reaction. In physics you have studied the Boltzmann distribution. So we can have the Boltzmann distribution. Say we are having energy of the molecules which are colliding on this axis, and here I am taking on y-axis the fraction of the molecules possessing the energy. Then it has been found that, suppose this we start, then the reactant molecules in this graph, it is been found, suppose this is the graph for the change, the fraction of the molecules having energy. It is been found that the molecules with very low energy are very less in number. Molecule with very high energy, and this energy is called as a threshold energy. Threshold energy is the energy which has resulted from effective proper collisions, which results into converting old bond into new bond. So higher the now therefore this threshold energy is important. Let us denote this by small e, that is threshold energy. Now what has been found, that the majority molecules according to Boltzmann distribution law, they are found to have in this range, that is in the range of average kinetic energy. Like in a class of any academic, we find that there are few students, very few students with very low energy, and a few with very high energy, highly intelligent students. They are also very less in numbers. The average number of students are large number. Like that, the Boltzmann has a given distribution of the molecules with an average kinetic energy. Now what happens with the temperature increase, with increase in average kinetic energy? Now this is the shaded part, we can say, and this is the only threshold energy. Now what happens? What happens if now the reaction is taken at a higher temperature? Then let us take the same graph of, for the same reaction, energy and the fraction of the molecules here. Now this is the graph first of all, with this much of threshold energy, I will write this much area by small a, b, c and d, shaded area. Now when we increase the temperature, then what happens is that now we are having the molecules, I will write have a graph like that, the molecules with a threshold energy, these are only this much, and now we will be having a molecules with a threshold energy like this, A, B, C, D, say E, and say my graph hasn't come as accurate, E, F. Now if we see the two graph, it is at a temperature T1 and it is at a temperature T2. When we have increased the temperature, the average, the number of molecules which are attaining the average kinetic energy will increase. Automatically the fraction of the number of molecules with proper orientation and effective collision, that means for threshold energy will always increase and they will result into formation of a product. Therefore, though that area is been increased, when temperature is at T1, the shaded area is A, B, C, D. While when temperature is increased, then the shaded area increases from FCDE, and thereby with increase in temperature, the average kinetic energy increases. It increases the effective collisions with a proper orientation, and that we call it as a increase in the threshold energy. And therefore we can write threshold energy for understanding our activation energy and the concept of this average energy like this. I will write in short: threshold energy is always equal to activation energy plus average kinetic energy. So threshold is equal to activation plus average kinetic energy. With increase in temperature, average kinetic energy increases. It also results in increasing the threshold energy. Now, if the threshold energy E is low, the rate will be high. And if the threshold energy is high, the rate will be low. For example, suppose we decide that the student should be declared pass with 30 marks, then automatic in a class we will have more number of students getting through the examination. So low E, high rate. If we decide that the students will be declared pass, as it is in medical colleges, that they should have marks equal to at least 50%, then E will be high and the rate of reaction will be low. So with this we have concluded about the concept of collision theory and the reactivity and the factors and the concepts of activation energy, the average energy, threshold energy, their relation, activation energy, their relation. Of course, don't misinterpret between the two values. These are threshold energies and activation energies are different. EA is the activation energy and their relation we have always seen. If activation is high, the rate is low. And if the activation is having lower value, the rate will be high. That we already studied. So this is all about the collision theory of the reactions. In short, we have seen this collision theory, their relation with the rate of reaction, activated complex, activation energy. Now, last in few minutes, we will go for writing the equation of the Arrhenius equation and dependence of temperature mathematically. That is Arrhenius equation, that is rate constant and temperature. So K equal to A e raised to minus EA activation energy divided by RT. Then applying ln function natural, ln K will be equal to ln A. Now ln function of exponential is always equal to 1, so minus EA upon RT. Now for converting into natural law to the base 10, we will multiply everything by 2.303, multiply this and this. So 2.303 log of to the base 10 K will be equal to 2.303 log of to the base 10 A minus EA divided by RT. Now divide the equation by 2.303, log of to the base 10 K will be equal to, I will first write that minus EA for convenience of understanding, multiplied by 1 by T plus log of to the base 10 A. I have written it like only to study it using a graphical method. Now this can be compared with y equal to mx plus c. Here this value will be y-intercept when we plot a graph of it. Then the function x, this 1 by t is a function of time. This much value is the value of the slope of the equation, and this will be a function, and y will be corresponding to a rate of the reaction. So we can have a graph of it. This is the graph we can plot. Here the function, one function is plotted against another, 1 by t on x-axis and log to the base 10k on this. We will be having a graph of the nature, a straight line, but which intersects the y-axis. This intercept will be giving you the value of log of to the base 10 a, which is the value of a. This is the constant called as a frequency factor. We can calculate. Now we can calculate the slope. Now the slope will be equal to minus EA upon R. So this way we can have a relation between the rate of reaction K and its temperature dependence as explained according to Arrhenius theory. We have seen also the similarity of Arrhenius theory and the puttings of the collision theory also. Now if we have two different temperatures and we have taken the two rate constant, this equation I will directly write down log of to the base 10, say this value, say K2 and K1, K2 upon K1 at two different temperature, they will be equal to log of A will remain as it is, it will be cancelled, and we can directly write, I will directly write it as EA divided by, sorry, I haven't written here, 2.303 RT. Therefore slope will be equal to minus EA upon 2.303 R. Minus EA divided by 2.303 R into 1 upon t. So log of to the base 10 K2 upon K1 divided by 2.303 R in bracket T2 minus T1 divided by T1 T2. So this is the Arrhenius equation. If we have two rate constants at two different temperature, by changing the temperature, if we can have these values, then by this equation we can compare it. It is called as Arrhenius equation. By this way we have concluded the total theoretical topic of chemical kinetics. From next lecture we will go on solving the different objective multiple questions, how to solve them, what are the tricks to solve them. But before going for that, you better write down all the mathematical equations, the terms involved in it, and some of the concepts such as the relation of activation energy with a rate, the relation of threshold energy with a rate, all these in short, and be prepared for the objectives to be continued tomorrow.